Hello, hello. Step check kick 1 2 1 2. Going to make sure this works. It looks like it works. Just looks like my mouse cursor sucks for it. Noticing a pattern here. Select my language. It states itself on the lifeblood of fated men. Well, I had no chance to read that. Crystal Shard. Heroine's Quest. The Herald of Ragnarok. Wait, what did I do? I'm trying to maximize this. How do I full screen this? No, let's go back. Would you... Wait, no! I have no idea. I'm hitting escape. What is your problem? Escape. Alright, we're having things already from the get-go. Okay, let's try this again. Escape should never be an enter button. And Alt-Enter shouldn't do that either. It states itself on the lifeblood of fated men. Paints red the powers of... Okay. It's just not an option. We're not going to read that. Look at how glorious she is. Okay, I'm going to assume that full screen is just simply not an option available. All right then. Let me go ahead and introduce the game. This game was recommended by a viewer one day. And I was playing Quest for Glory 1. Someone recommended Heroine's Quest. And I love Heroine, so I thought I would give it a try. Maybe we chase a dragon. Who knows? What's up, Juan? What's up, Juan? Ah, yes. We will see pixelated boobies this entire game, but probably not of the nature that will excite us. And that's fine. So let's hit new game. I can't full screen this, so lucky for me, I already have a girl's name. Would you like the tutorial? Yes. And I would also like to know how to get this mouse to work better. Mate. Heroine's Quest offers 3 different classes with varying gameplay styles. The class you select affects the solution to many of the puzzles, as well as which side quests are available to you throughout the plot. Oh, well, I usually like doing the thief, but I kind of do want to be a sorceress. Maybe not me. Well, I think the tits we're going to be seeing swinging around are probably going to be very heroic swinging. And not the bouncy style we may prefer as men. So there's the warrior, sorceress, or rogue. I want to be a sorceress. Sorceress wields powerful magic and uses that and her natural intelligence to find an indirect path past obstacles. Do you accept this class? No, let's see what the description is for the rogue. The rogue uses guile and charm to make her way through life. She requires trickery and out-of-the-box thinking to evade obstacles. The warrior relies on her toughness and weapon prowess and seeks a straightforward solution to obstacles. This is recommended for first-time players. No. We're doing sorceress. The screen allows you to customize your character attributes and skills. You are given 50 training points in which you can use to raise the stats above their base value. However, hover the mouse over any stat to see what it does. To add 5 points to a chosen stat, hover your mouse over that stat and press the plus button. Stats cannot be decreased below their starting level. Adding a new skill to your character, bringing it from 0 to 5, costs 25 training points. So that means I can learn 2 new thingy doodles. Fast talk. Oh, okay, there's... What is animalkin? Shows how good you are at understanding and dealing with animals. Meh, tits are tits. Tits are great no matter what. Well, wait, I take that back. Not always. Not always. I've seen some nasty ones in my day. Lets me pickpocket, open locks, and perform sleight of hand. I don't think that's going to be an issue. Before closing in on melee, I can hit them with daggers. So parrying. Let's do the animals. And I feel like magic can actually cover everything else here. The defensive ability to block. Okay, well, maybe parrying will become very useful. I'm gambling on that because you never know. Midgard. As Odin watches from above, a lone traveler braves the cold following her call. Following her calling. This looks great. Absolutely great. So this is the girl version of Quest for Glory. And that gives me a lot of high hopes for the game because that was... Quest for Glory is one of my favorite point-and-click adventure games. One of my favorite Sierra games. One of my very favorite games growing up. The whole series was amazing. So I'm excited for new content. I'm going into this blind. I don't know what to expect. The reviews on it are sparkling. And it would be nice to play as a girl. I mean, pixels is pixels. Man. How did they get all these people to work on this game? Oh, there are voice actors. Cool. I won't have to do all the talking and funny voices. Hey, why I don't gotta do no talking in this game? I ain't gotta do no accents. I don't have to sound like a monster. I don't have to try and sound like a girl. Ah, that was terrible as a girl. I don't have to try and sound like a lady. Uh-oh. No! No. Oh, God, that was almost really bad. A two-headed monster's causing a problem for me. Well, thank you for watching, everybody. We're dead.
Master!
We have returned.
Very good.
Very
Have you
good.
done as I asked? The stranger will be dead by now.
We knocked her out cold
And then we left her for the dawn.
to turn to stone in the daylight.
No, yet. You did what?
We did a fine job.
Very proud of
Are you
themselves.
not pleased, Master?
Insufferable fools! Do you realize that humans do not turn into stone in daylight?
I told you humans do not turn to stone.
This was your idea.
It was not. You said it first.
You are such a
I love this music already.
How dare you call me that?
A liar and bad of hearing, too.
Shut up!
Oh, wow.
Vivaldi,
Yes, Master.
At your service, Master.
it is imperative that we obtain the eyes. You know who your other targets are?
The big man.
And the small man.
Precisely. Do not botch this, Vivaldi. I shall be most displeased if you should fail.
As you say, Master.
We shall not disappoint you.
Now go! Go quickly!
This is great already. This is... How did they get away with giving this out for free? How?
You are awake.
I would have paid 20 bucks
More
for
or
this.
less. My head feels like it was struck by a thunderbolt.
At least you are warm. My husband found you outside in the snow. This is not a good winter for traveling.
So it would appear. Thank you for taking me here. I am in your debt.
No need for that.
Then please tell me your name.
Hervor. I run the Adventurers Guild here in Fornsigtuna. I live here with my husband Voland and our son Jaime.
Are you the guild master? Well, can you tell me about the city? Who is your husband? Where in the forest did you find me? Can I use my keyboard for any of this? No. Alright, this is gonna be another rough play for me using the mouse.
Where in the forest did you find me?
My husband is the one who found you. You should ask him.
Alright, I just keep turning up the sensitivity and
Where
that
in
seems
the
to help.
forest did you find me?
My husband is the one who found you. You should ask him.
Who is your...
His name is Voland. He is the city smith and father to our son.
To our son, Jaime. Alright.
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsigtuna. Walk around and you shall see.
Alright, well, don't tell me things then. Come on, and click.
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsigtuna. Walk around and you shall see.
Alright, maybe it's my makeshift mouse pad that's crapping out on me. Oh, that's exactly what it was. I've been using a notepad cover, and it's all worn out.
What's this about dicks?
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsigtuna. Walk around.
Oh, wait.
Are you...
No, merely the caretaker. Is there something you need of the guild?
Oh, wow, I just opened up a barrage of questions. Berserker barrage!
Where did the guildmaster go?
He had to leave town. I know not why. I believe he traveled east.
Okay.
Are there other adventurers here?
None, save yourself.
Well, it's a good thing, no one else is trying to hog my glory. What is the chest in the corner?
What is in the chest in the corner?
You can use it to store your equipment. Nobody else shall touch its contents.
What is in the chest in the corner?
You can use it to store your equipment. Nobody else shall touch its contents.
Alright, wait. Down. Nope, there we
Can
go.
you train me?
We shall see. Draw your weapon.
QWE AD. Okay. It is recommended that you use the keyboard for combat. The default keys are shown on the left. You can redefine these on the in-game control panel. Hervor will explain what the various keys do. For defensive moves like dodging, be sure to hold down the button or key to hold your defensive position longer. You can use the bottom buttons to escape combat. Enemies tend to give you an opening between their attacks. For the best results, strike then. If you attack while an enemy is trying to hit you, you'll likely get hurt in the process and do less damage as the result.
Move forward to strike.
I see.
You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies.
Staff
Move
attack.
diagonally away to dodge. Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you. Move right to parry with your weapon. This is fast, but not everything can be parried. You may learn special maneuvers later.
Wait, I can't parry though,
Do
mate.
not forget that you can run away from most enemies.
What's the hotkey for that, mates?
Move forward to strike. You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies.
That
Okay.
is enough training for now.
As you wish.
You can set combat difficulty on the control panel, which opens when you press escape. The lowest difficulty also prevents death from starvation and frostbite and reduces encounter rate. The highest difficulty increases these. Well, that doesn't sound like fun.
Are you the...
No. Is that...
Are there any tasks that need doing?
Check the notice board in the guild house.
Check the nudist? Nudist? What kind of colony did I just walk into here?
I would like to buy some of your wares.
The winter keeps us short on supplies. I could sell you a healing draught.
Let's hang on to that.
I bid you farewell.
You must be hungry.
By the gods, I feel like I haven't eaten in days.
You likely have not. I would extend hospitality to you, but we have little food to spare. It is a harsh winter, and we have our son to feed.
I understand. I do not mean to impose on you.
You should find food soon, lest you starve.
I had a bag of supplies with me, but it appears to be missing.
I do not know. I am sure you could hunt or find something edible in the woods. You are welcome to stay here at the guild house.
Yes, I shall do that. Thank you for your help.
Note, move the mouse to the top of the screen to see the menu. You can also right-click to cycle between these commands. Okay, that's the same as any typical Sierra game. There we go. Come on. Mouse. You are impossible with games lately. Actually, just these old school games. Text advances automatically. Keyboard restart. I would love to make this thing full screen. Come on, there we go. In the Adventurers Guild, talk to her and she will train you. She'll give you a tutorial on how combat works. You can use the keyboard. Okay. To use the special moves you'll learn later in the game, 1, 2, or 3 to drink potions. If you have any, 4, 5, or 6 to run away, press the escape key. And where do I find food? As a sorceress, you can find edible roots and herbs in the forest. Go outside the city and travel 1 screen to the south and search for an area for an edible plant. Pick it up and eat it. Nice. So we have look, use, talk to, my item, my skills, inventory, actions, submenu. Oh, okay, just like Quest for Glory. We have walk, run, rest, sleep for the night. And a map. Come on. Fucking mouse. Wow. Parrying may have been a terrible choice. It really may have. So, we have a score of 500. And it's afternoon, so time is going to pass just like it does in Quest for Glory. I love it. I love it. Man, parrying may have been the worst thing I could have done. Well, that's how we do. The Adventurers Guild makes you feel right at home. From the quest board in the corner to the monster heads on the wall, it's everything your training as a heroine has prepared you for. It even has a place for you to sleep over near the fireplace. The pelt of a slain animal lies on the floor. It appears to have been a rather large bear. It looks rather comfortable next to the fireplace.
It was slain by the last guildmaster.
A large trophy head is attached to the wall, locked perpetually in an angry snarl. It appears to be a cross between a wolf and a dragon, if such a thing is possible.
These are not real.
Great animation. You take out the quill and sign your name in the adventurer's logbook. Scroll. There we go. Like in every adventurer's guild, a logbook lies ready on the table so that every visitor can sign in when he travels. An inkwell and quill stand nearby. The most recent signatures in the book, other than your own, are Arngrim, Ingeld, and Head. No. An elegant painting hangs next to the quest board. It appears to depict a farmhouse in a wintry environment that's unfamiliar to you. You eagerly check behind the painting for hidden buttons or even a wall safe. Unfortunately, nothing but bricks. Courier sought to deliver a letter. Please inquire at Sleipner's Tavern, Lithrazir. The mystic Arvindal seeks mystic herbs of mystical power for use in ritual mysticism and shall pay in true magic for this herb if a viable specimen of the mystic herb is found. I, Jarl Ilfling, third of that name, promise a reward of 500 silver to the one who can end the Fimble winter that plagues our lands. The assistance of a brave hero is requested to repel an invasion of dastardly goblins. Direct your inquiries to the King Vortigern in the realm of Thalen.
Diaries of Past Heroes.
Maybe it's worth a read. The Adventurer's Guidebook by Arngrim Otterson. Ages past. At the dawn of time in the primordial void of Ginnagap, the Aesir gods fought a lengthy war against the Jotun, or frost giants. Finally, Odin, lord of the Aesir, struck down the mighty Ymir, father of all giants. And from his remains the gods carved Midgard, the realm of humankind, and they banished the surviving frost giants to the icy plains of Jotunheim. But the Jotunheim have sworn revenge, and wise Odin knows that their banishment will not last. Prophecy states that they will one day be free and will wreak devastation upon Midgard and slaughter the Aesir. The fateful day is called to the twilight of the gods, Ragnarok. Many lifetimes have passed. Now the forest Jarnvidr has been struck by a winter harsher than anyone can remember. Trolls and wolves stalk the night, trade caravans disappear in the cold, and former neighbors turn against each other. The people ache for spring, but see no end to the frost and snowstorms. With fearful whispers, they wonder if the Jotun have at last returned, and if the end of the world is at hand. The Aesir. The Aesir are the North gods who defeated the frost giants at the dawn of time and carved the world of Midgard out of their leader. They are seldom seen by mortals and live in the realm of Asgard, which can only be reached by the Rainbow Bridge Bifrost. Oh man. Yeah, come on. Come on, mouse. Odin. Odin, the one-eyed leader of Aesir, is the god of battle and sorcery, who cut out his own eye for a drink of the well of wisdom at Mimi's Brunner. The Valkyries travel the world in his name, seeking fallen warriors worthy of joining him and his wife Frigg in the feast halls of Valhalla. Come on, mouse. Come on, mouse. Ah, this is painful. I'm almost curious if it's because I'm using a laser mouse. The son of Odin, Thor, is the hammer-wielding god of thunder and husband to the long-haired goddess Sif. He is known for his strength and feared for his ferocity, wielding the enchanted hammer Mjolnir in battle. The Thor travels the sky in a flying chariot drawn by goats and is foremost slayer of frost giants. The trickster god Loki. The trickster god is frost giant by heritage, Aesir by adoption, and blood brother to Odin. His capability for mischief knows no bounds, playing tricks on gods, giants, and Svartalfar alike. Loki is a father to the goddess Hel and to the primal wolf Fenrir, and because of a prank that ran out of hand, mother to Odin's eight-legged horse Sleipnir. How the hell did that happen? I mean, okay, so in the comic books, in Marvel comic books, which, I mean, they do touch a lot on Greek and Norse mythology. They did have Loki, basically his body was destroyed, so he came back as a woman. Because he just felt like being one. So I guess maybe that was based off of actual lore. Hell. The trickster god is frost giant by... Wait, no. Hell. The solemn daughter of Loki reigns over Niflheim, the realm of mists, where the spirits have fallen long ago. Only those Vikings who die a brave death in battle will instead go sit at Odin's side in Valhalla. Up. Okay, my mouse moved all the way out of this window, and the cursor didn't move at all. She is the goddess of youth, who keeps the enchanted apples at the Aesir, who must eat to retain their immortality. She was once kidnapped by the frost giant Thiassi, who sought apples for himself, but Loki managed to free her and return her to Asgard, and that was Idun. The Norns. Earth, Verthundi, and Skuld are the mysterious guardians of the web of fate. Even Aesir must answer to what they set in store for the future. Jarnvidr. In the heart of Midgard realm of the humans, Midgard, realm of the humans, lies in the forest known as Jarnvidr, or the Ironwoods. It is a prosperous region, but dangerous to the unarmed traveler. It is especially hazardous in winter when the Varg prowl the woods, and at night when the trolls come out. This large city is the capital of Jarnvidr and ruled by the Jarl Ilfling, and is said to be the place where Odin and the Aesir first set foot in Midgard. Well defended with strong walls and many guards, it is a safe haven for an adventurer looking for a place to rest. It lies in the northwest part of Jarnvidr and is home to the Adventurers Guild, rumored to have been founded by Odin himself. The coat of arms of Fornsigtuna is a crown surrounded by 3 stars. The coat of arms of the Ilfling family is a griffin symbolizing the region of the East Gothland, where the family comes from. The lake of the northeast of Jarnvidr. It connects to the seas of Midgard and is used by Jarl Ifling ships for their trade and raids. During winter, the lake often freezes over and is traversable on foot. And that was Gondvik. Munarvagir. A village and trading post in the south of Jarnvidr, Munavargir falls technically under the rule of Jarl Ilfling, but the villagers prefer their independence. Many creatures make their home in Jarnvidr that provide travelers with interesting encounters, a source of food, or a hazard to be wary of. A large wild pig that forages in the woods for roots and insects. It will defend itself with intense vigor if surprised or cornered. Boars can be a good meal to the seasoned hunter. Fox. A small furry creature which hunts smaller creatures for food. Foxes tend to take shelter in their dens. Moose. A large and ferocious creature that is part bear, part elk, and part lizard. Wait, what? I think I clicked on the other thing. It is known for its eating habits. It will gorge on its kill until it is swollen and unable to eat more. Then it will find 2 trees and squeeze between them, pushing the meat further into its body. Wow, that's a Gulan. Moose. A large species of deer. The moose spends most of its day foraging for plant matter for food. You should never use a toothbrush to carve your initials on a moose. I'm sure that's referring to something, but I don't know what. Varn. A large Varg. A large wild wolf with a terrible howl. It scours the woods looking for prey to satisfy its hunger. Even a single Varg is strong enough to take down an unprepared traveler. Raven. A large black bird which feeds on insects, grains, fruits, and carrion. The raven is a symbol of Odin, and ravens are his spies throughout Midgard, finding out secrets to tell the god of wisdom. Races. Many creatures make their home in Jarnvidr that may provide travelers with interesting encounters or source of food or a wait, no. Yeah. Now we're looking at the races. The Jotun, or Frost Giants, are the most ancient enemies of Iser. Most of them have been banished to the icy plains of Jotunheim, but those that remain in Midgard have sworn vengeance on the humans, who they feel have stolen their world. The Svartalfar are a mysterious race of black elves with a strong affinity for magic, in particular illusion. They are renowned as master smiths and craftsmen, but are not known to interact with humans much. The Duergar are related, or possibly identical, to Svartalfar. Yes. These undead warriors are found haunting Jarnvidr in the night, stealing life from any victims they come across. That's the Drog. Huldra. The incorporeal undead is a powerful spellcaster. This incorporeal undead is a powerful spellcaster and highly dangerous. Where Drog are essentially mindless, the Hogboy has a malevolent and vengeful intelligence to seek out its victims. It raises from its grave shortly after nightfall and will keep doing so until its grave is found. Its bones burned to ash and its ashes scattered to the winds. It's pretty hardcore. This incorporeal undead is a powerful spellcaster and highly dangerous. Where Drog are essentially mindless, the Hogboy are a malevolent and vengeful intelligence and use that to seek out victims. It raises from its grave after night. Yeah. I can't click on. Okay. A seductive forest creature who appears as a stunningly beautiful naked woman from the front, who is hollow like a tree trunk from behind. Dangerously mesmerizing, many a man has gone missing after falling in under the Huldra's spell. Warden spirits which follow persons from their birthright through their death. These can appear as positive energies for that person. That was a Vorder. Now we need to get that troll. Trolls are aggressive creatures who usually live in caves, their intelligence varying from dim-witted to dull as a brick. Trolls only wander through Jarnvidr at night as they turn to stone in the daylight. Their leader, by virtue of being stronger than the rest of the world, is a two-headed troll called Thrivaldi. Hey, wait, we know him. The leader of the trolls is called Thrivaldi. Alright, let me see what I'm... Okay. Awesome. Okay. I'm so tired of doing things today. Close the book. Wow, that was a lot of reading. You wonder why anyone would store supplies outside his house, leaving them to freeze in the chilling wind. That's why they stand in the living room, of course. And just like in every Adventurers Guild, we have a moose head.
This comes from an evil wizard.
What? How? Oh, look, it's Chuck the Plant. He does get around, doesn't he? I don't know that one. An empty board adorns the wall. Apparently someone has reserved this for the head of some unknown animal. Wait, what's this shiny thing?
Lithrazir brought this here before the Holt became frozen.
It's not very... Excuse me. It's not very heroic to take someone else's trophy from the guild house. Besides, you'd think one of the apples of Idun would be much more useful to you than a mere seed. Oh, so that's just a seed. Maybe that'll be useful later. Notepad. What is a notepad? Can I press I for... I can press I for inventory. You cannot use the notepad on itself. Well, let's examine... Heroic notepad. Click on any line to edit. Nice. Hervor is a young and frail-looking woman in a plain blue dress. She speaks in a hushed voice and only rarely smiles. You almost feel an aura of sadness around her. So I only know one spell, and that's Magic Dart. I wonder if... Maybe I should save first. F5? Yeah. Hervor calls for help. Uh-oh. Traitor!
In the name of Jarl Ilfing, you are under arrest.
Menace to Society achievement unlocked. Your heroics have ended here. You spend your life in jail until Ragnarok comes. Oh dear. I would rather like to get rid of Perry. And we don't have to go through all that again, don't worry. Wait, no, go back. You son of a... That escape button needs to take me back. Okay. I got this. I got this. I got this time. Here we go. Everything I need to do. Here we go. Let's get this. Get rid of that. Email me everything. Okay, let's go here. Sorry, I have to download something because it's on a timer. I'm so tired. I don't think I'm going to be up late at all tonight. Get my files. I agree, that's lovely. Download, let's confirm, got them. Got them, thank you. And then we mute this and go back to where we were. Here we go, okay, back on track. I just wanted to capitalize my B. Like that. Would y'all like to play it? Yes. Fine. Sorceress. Yes. So we got herbalism. Let's do animalkin. And perhaps... kind of feel like stealth might be good. Or maybe fast talk. Oh, yeah, the ability to create stories and excuses at need, as well as bargain in stores. Well, that certainly sounds very useful. Lovely. So, I got a point for signing here. I think I got a point for getting my notepad. Maybe I didn't.
What is it?
What can you... What...
Alright.
Where in...
My...
Where in the...
My...
Who... His... Who... His... Are you...
And...
No, is...
Are there... Are... Where did...
He... I...
Where...
He...
Don't you lie to me.
You...
What...
You... Nobody else shall...
Wait.
What is it?
You can use it. No...
I would like...
The...
Get rid of that.
Are there...
check the notice.
Oh, right. Yeah, I looked at the notice board.
Can you...
I got a few skills up. Yep. That way.
Move forward to strike. You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some
Get that
work
magic
better
dart up.
against certain enemies. Move diagonally away to dodge. Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you. You may learn special maneuvers later. Do not forget that you can run away from most enemies.
So let's just keep dodging. Woo!
Move forward to strike.
Strike! Strike! Strike!
You have
Strike.
2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies. Move diagonally away to dodge. Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you.
Oh, yeah.
You may learn special maneuvers later. Do not forget that you can run away from most enemies.
That is enough training for now.
There we go.
As you wish.
Are you...
No. Is there...
There we go. And then we go here. And we look at all the things. And then we'll be back to where we need to be. Okay, now we're back to where we needed to be before somebody tried killing her.
Pretty sure Juan told me to kill her. I remember it.
Vaguely. You peer inside the closet but find nothing that would be of use to you. If you're looking for the door out of here, that would be in the bottom middle of the room. Well, thank you for that heads up. Actions, submenu. Wait, where's my sneaking? Don't tell me you forgot. Oh, right. No, I didn't go with sneaking. Right.
Right.
And come on, mouse. Come on. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get past the first screen of the game. Wait, can I walk around? Ah, I see. So there's that. Whoa, wait, what? You sit down and rest an hour or so, taking a short break from adventuring. So there are hotkeys. Keyboard. Keyboard setup. Okay. So Z, dang it. Z does that. C is spells. Wait, oh wow, she gets up to do things. No idea what that does. Wait, can I take it now that she's out of the room? Nope. The chair on the right looks more comfortable. Oh, hello, what's this? Well, good to know there's a chair I can sit in, if need be. F. Oh, I get you. So this is walk. Run. O, P. Okay, so this is just kind of repeating itself. All right then. Well, that's going to come in handy. Maybe. You feel like you haven't eaten in several days. You had best take care of that before you starve. Hervor suggested finding something edible in the woods, and that sounded like a good idea. It is unfortunate that you lost your pack of supplies in the avalanche. If nobody took it, perhaps it's still where you left it. Note, the icon at the top left corner will appear when you're hungry, freezing, or under some other condition. Click on it for more information. If the condition affects your stamina, then your stamina bar will be displayed beside it. You will hurt yourself if you run out and can recover it by resting. Your first challenge in Heroine's quest is learning to survive in harsh environments. However, you can disable cold and hunger by using the control panel to set the difficulty to a medium.
You must be the new
minimum.
traveler. My name is Jaime.
What's up,
Mother
McAllie?
and I took care of you when Father dragged you out of the snow. Are you better now? You were really cold when you came in.
I am well enough, thanks to your help.
What brave warrior are you?
What brave warrior are you?
I am Jaime Volenson, warrior in training in the service of Jarl Ilfung. I'm going to be a mighty dragon slayer. I am learning to fight really well. Got my own sword, too. Next year I go study tactics so I can be a big leader.
Dream big, kid. Dream big.
What is Sponsiktuna like?
It is the best city in the world. The strong walls here can stand against any troll. Well, you and I can climb over it, but trolls are too dumb for that. We are ruled by a good Jarl, and my father is his smith and supplier. Is that not great? What city could be better?
Houston, Texas!
Can you tell me of your father?
My father is the best smith in Midgard. He works for Jarl Ilfing and makes weapons for his soldiers. He is real strong, too, and he teaches me to use the sword.
And what about your mother?
My mother takes care of the Venturers Guild. She does not talk a lot, but she is really strong, too.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
How is your training going?
You are a venturer, are you not? My mother said you were venturing and staying at the Venturing Guild. I want to be a venturer when I am bigger. They get to travel anywhere, and everybody likes them because they have courage and honor. That means they do the right thing. You must be nice to people and help them, even if you do not like them. And you cannot threaten folks just because you are stronger. And then you get to kill dragons.
Definitely cool stuff.
Let us speak of the woodlands.
It is a forest around Sigtuna. It is full of wolves and trolls, so Mother says I must not go too far from the city wall. There's lots of trees, of course, but there may be another village somewhere. There could even be Jabberwocks in the woods.
Are the trolls dangerous?
Trolls are big and strong, and they are very stupid. I am not afraid of trolls. When I grow up, I will go into the forest with my sword, and they shall call me Troll Slayer. Since you are a heroine, I'm sure you can slay trolls already. I hope you will make our forest safe again for all of us.
So what is a Jabberwock?
I have not seen that creature, but Mother told me it has jaws that bite and claws that catch. It has a bird that goes jub-jub. It is so frumious, you know, that you must be very brilliant to catch it in the borogoves.
Alright, let's hear something else. Is that
Let
a
us
wooden
speak of the
sword?
woodland.
No! Can I hit escape? Cannot.
Is that a wooden sword?
Yes, I have a real sword. I call it Blood Gang. My father has made a very magical sword and put it in a tree. I think it is for me when I am strong enough. But I need to train first.
Can you tell me where to find food?
Most people go into the forest when they need food. There are animals you can kill and eat, like a boar. There are also roots and plants to eat, but I like the meat better.
Yes, well, I like the easy foods.
Good luck with your training.
Come back soon and tell me about your ventures.
You know I will. As you have seen, dialogue options turn gray once you've spoken to them once. If a character tells you to ask again in another location, e.g. inside his store, then the option remains white until you do so. Character reactions may depend on who else is in the room. For instance, asking about Voland may give a different result if Voland is present. Oh, neat. In cases where this lets you miss important information, the dialogue option will remain white to remind you to ask again when an interrupting character is not in the room. In several languages, most of which are incomprehensible to you, the sign states that this is the guild house of Fornsictuna's Adventurers Guild. Immediately at the city gates, an oddly shaped building has been haphazardly constructed, as if by several disagreeing architects. It is quite resilient, albeit in an unorthodox way. Fittingly, it houses the local Adventurers Guild. This poor tree is pining away for the lack of sunshine throughout the Fimble winter. A merchant's cart stands beside the city gate. It is in disrepair and appears not to have been used since the winter started. Gazing back at you is a sleek and muscular hunting dog. He bears the symbol of Jarl Ilfling around his neck and appears to be well trained. Can I pet you? Garm is happy to let you pet him, but is too well trained to otherwise respond to you. The dog looks at you with a friendly gaze, but doesn't otherwise respond when you talk to him. Oh, really? Nice. People just kind of keep walking around here. Snorri is a jovial man with the looks of a weathered sailor and a mischievous grin on his face.
So you're the one the Jarl sent for. I would think that stopping the Fimbulwinter is a man's job.
What can you tell me about the city?
The shining star of Yandere. Just look around you and admire its build and its history. Although it is getting short of food right now. You could surely use one of Thor Giant Slayer's magical goats. It can be eaten each evening, grow back during the night. Is there someone in particular you would know about?
Tell me of Voland the Smith.
Voland Arkvidsson is a good man, and the weaponsmith for Fornsictuna. He lives in the east part of town with his wife and son.
What do you know about Hervor?
Fair Hervor runs the guild house and takes care of all the eager young would-be adventurers we get here. She is not from Fornsictuna. Voland the blacksmith brought her here when they married. Do not be fooled by that frail figure of hers. I've seen her break a man's arm before.
Surely you have met Jaime.
Little Jaime is the child of Voland and Hervor. He wants to be a mighty warrior someday. Just like, well, me. I've given him a practice sword and he works out with it daily. I think he even wanders around at night looking for things to guard.
Nice, making himself useful.
Tell me who you are.
I am dismayed to learn that my reputation does not precede me. The name is Snorri. I'm a loyal clansman to Ilfing, captain of the guard, and connoisseur extraordinaire of fine drinks. And since you seem to be the adventuring type, perhaps I even have a task for you. A quest, if you will.
And what is that?
Ah, so nice of you to ask. You see, a gemstone that belonged to my father has gone missing. It is an heirloom of sorts, and I am greatly attached to it. I would highly appreciate it if you could recover it for me.
I shall see what I can do.
Nice.
Let us speak of the woodlands.
If you wish to hear about Yarnvidir, you've come to the right person. As captain of the guard, I hear all the soldiers' tales.
Are the trolls dangerous?
Frankly, yes, to all but the most experienced warriors. Their most powerful blow is easy to dodge, because you can see it coming from a mile away. But whenever they block something, they tend to be quick to make a counterattack that you should be ready for. Since their wounds have a tendency to close while they're fighting, your best bet is a heavy weapon that makes big gashes, like a battle axe.
Well, we won't be carrying that since we are a sorceress.
Please give me some food. I am starving.
Alas, fair lady, with the reserves of Fonsig tuna as low as they are, we do not have food to spare on charity.
Oh.
Surely a gentleman would help a lady out.
Ah, well spoken. And it seems you've got the better of me here. Please take this food and drink a toast to my health.
Pussy pass. You found food using your fast talk skill. Many tasks in the game require you to have a minimum level in certain of your heroine skills. You can train skills simply by using them. For instance, to train magic, simply cast a lot of spells. Every time you cast has a chance to improve your skill. Click the face button on the command bar to see your current skill levels. On this sheet, skills are marked in green if they've improved since the last time you checked. Perfect. Excellent, yeah. That fast talk skill is already
Let us
coming
speak
handy.
later.
You should stay here with us. Pretending to be a hero is just going to get you killed.
Yes, well, so might, depending on you. All right. Hello.
It is good to see that you have made it to our city, which you are seeing now. The Jarl of the city will want to see you in the morning, inside the city. I will see you there.
Thank you, Arenvandel.
This heavy stone wall would easily keep an army out of Forn Sigtuna, and you think that in the past that's precisely what it was used for. Outside the city, the paved road quickly disappears under a thick layer of snow as the dark and foreboding forest spreads out before you. You can't think of a practical application for a branch or two, so you decide to leave them alone. Oh boy, we're back into some more puns. You make your way through the cold and forbidding Yarnvidar. Yarnvidar. You spot something to the north and west. Well, looking around certainly helped. So let's head north. Oh, hey. This is where I came. You find yourself at the mountain pass leading into the valley of Yarnvidar. You don't think it's safe to go back this way until the snow clears. You believe you lost your backpack here, but there's no sign of it. It is likely that some creature took it with them. You've heard that trolls are notorious scavengers. Well, I have a magic dart. And that did nothing. There's nothing important there. The rock is far too heavy for you to lift. You don't think there's anything useful under it either. Let's go hunting and get some food. I am cold. You make your way through the cold and yeah. You think the forest is less thick west of here. Man, this game looks great. You can just make out the walls and city gate of Forn Sigtuna to the north. Hello? What's this? You believe the roots of this plant are both edible and nutritious, if not all that tasty. I'm glad they put that little thing on it. Ah, yes, I can have some haggis. You dig out enough roots to make a provisionary meal for yourself. It's hardly a feast, but it will keep you from going hungry. You found food using your herbalism skill. Many tasks in the game require you to have a minimum... Yeah. You find yourself on a narrow path, barely worthy of a name, simply created by several people walking in the same direction for a few days. It disappears as it goes deeper into the forest. You spot something to the north and east. There is nothing important here. You consider making a few good snowballs, but since you lack the skill to throw them with any accuracy, you decide against it. As you're still tired from your ordeal with the avalanche, you think it wise to stay close to Fort Fornsictuna today. You're so exhausted that it hurts to move. You had best get some rest soon. Since you've ran out of stamina points, further exertion will cost you hit points instead. Find a safe area and use the rest button to recover your stamina. Okay, let's get back to the city. I got my food. I'm cold, so let's head inside. It is now evening. You sit down and rest for an hour or so, taking a short break from adventuring. So P doesn't do anything, but P does jump straight to Magic Dart. Strength has gone up by 2, Animal Kin up by 1, and Fast Talk by 2, and Herbalism, I want to say by 2. Stamina is back up and rolling. So I imagine this first day is going to be a lot of talking and going around the town. There we go. Herbivores, okay. This looks like one of the busier areas of Fornsictuna. The road looks well traveled and the houses appear lively and cozy.
What is it?
And she has nothing to say.
Stop.
The sign over the door shows an elegant drawing of Sleipnir, the 8-legged gray horse that Odin rides. Sturdy but elegant wooden door bars my way. Well, I think I found the tavern. This door appears to be barred from the other side. You can't see a way of opening it. Probably the same for over here as well. Uh-huh. This is the common room of the Sleipnir Inn. With plain but sturdy furniture and room for several dozen guests here, you can easily imagine that this being a good location for a wild victory party. Voland combines the powerful build of a blacksmith with the alert eyes of a warrior. He radiates a strong loyalty to both his Jarl and his family. Snorri is a jovial man with the looks of a weathered sailor. That's right.
You're the one the Jarl sent for.
Let us speak of the woodland.
No.
Are the
Franklin, the sin.
Are the
Franklin.
No.
Show me this game of yours.
You think you can beat us? Feel free to try it.
We could use another player.
On second thought, you should find yourself some food before indulging in a gambling game.
Well, I have food. My equipment weighs 38 mercur. My maximum load is 48. I cannot do that right now. All right, let's stand up and give that another try. Nom nom nom. That tasted good. You no longer feel like you're starving. And I got an achievement. Still feeling a bit weak from your ordeal in the snow, you feel it would be good to explore the city some more, then have a good night of sleep in the Adventurers Guild House. Well, I agree.
So you're the one that...
Show me this game of yours.
You think you can...
We could use it.
And I can't save. That's fine. I have no idea what I'm doing, so let's just, click
The game is called Odin's Dice. We take turns betting, and whoever has the best roll wins that round. It's a game of skill, you see. On your turn, you may choose. First, you can simply bet one coin, and your turn ends. Or second, you may re-roll one or more dice, for which you pay 2 coins. Finally, you may put in 2 coins to reveal your roll and end the round. Simple enough.
The raven means Odin the Mimir's friend. 3 ravens is the best roll. The hammer stands for Thor, the Earth Warder. So 3 hammers is the second best.
Okay.
These runes here represent Asgard. 3 runes is the 3rd best roll, followed by 1 each of Raven, Hammer, and Rune. 1 of each, we call it Midgard.
Wow, 3 runes. Okay, so 3 runes is the best roll. So that's the rune I'm supposing. Second best, and then nothing. Raven, hammer, and rune.
Then, you could roll 2 ravens, 2 hammers, or 2 runes, or merely 1 raven, hammer, or rune. The blank sides of die are useless. You do not want those.
Shall we try? Your coin.
Let's roll. Yeah. Oh God. I'm keeping that one and then bet to re-roll, right? No. I clicked that one, roll. Oh, it only re-rolled that one. I didn't want that.
Show me what you have.
2 hammers is very good. Do you not agree?
Not whenever it's not me, no. Okay. I gotcha. So let's go ahead and select... Oh, no, we have to roll. Ah! I only got 2 hammers. Alright, let's try it again. And a raven. Okay, man, I might be broke after this. I should have saved beforehand. But where's the reality, the realism in that?
You should have more money.
Okay, call it.
Asgard. Asgard!
No! Well, that was all my money. You see a beautiful woman with a playful smile on her face who manages to make her simple robe look like the height of fashion. You'd imagine most men in Fornsigtuna would be interested in her.
Welcome, traveler. We may be in an endless winter with our food supplies running out, but I can still serve you a drink if you like.
Let me grab a drink. About an hour and a half, I'll probably have to stop, or I need to stop and eat dinner, and then rehearse, and then I have video editing I have to do afterwards.
It's tiring being busy, but
I like making people happy and being on top of things.
Please tell me about yourself.
My name is Lithrasir. I run the Sleipnir Inn, meaning I keep the people in town here happy in the face of Ragnarok through judicious application of alcohol. Sleipnir is the eight-legged steed of Odin the Single-Eyed. Loki, forger of evil, had hired a mighty frost giant to construct a keep for him. But the Jotun would only be paid if the task was done within 3 seasons. So, to ensure the Jotun's work would run late, Loki the Sly turned himself into a mare to distract the Jotun's horse from helping him. The plan worked, and the Jotun left without payment. But as a result, Loki the giant thief gave birth to the horse Sleipnir.
What a strange story.
What can you tell me about the city?
Lots of things, if you want to hear them. Being a barkeep means you hear all the tales. Some people get very talkative in my inn if they do not pass out from a drink too many.
Tell me of Voland the smith.
The local smith frequently comes to the Sleipnir Inn for a drink and some gambling. A good enough fellow, if a bit quiet for my taste. Hervor is really happy with him.
Tell me of
the locals.
So I need to ask her about Snorri when he's not around.
Tell me of Voland the smith.
The local smith frequently.
Wait, no.
Let us speak about
There we
Snorri.
go.
Oh, he can talk smoothly enough, but you should know that he has a girl in every port town within 100 miles, and then some.
Snorri may have a roundabout speech, but he has bravely stood by my side and battled numerous times, and I will not hear you talk bad about him.
Speech interrupted.
What do you know about Hervor?
Hervor is my closest friend here in Forn Sigtuna, and she runs the Adventurers Guild. I promise you, the two of us would never gossip about you.
I bet the two of you share all the good gossip when we are out of earshot.
Wouldn't you like to know Snorri, dear?
And
What do you know about her?
I'm having to guess where my mouse is.
What do you know about
her? Wouldn't.
Surely you have met Jaime.
Of course I have. He is the light of the town, with his enthusiasm and his wooden sword. I bet he would charge straight at a dragon, if we had any.
Surely you have... What do you know of Munarvigir?
Oh, the people from Munavagir are nice enough. At least, one of them is.
We had numerous fights against them, especially since the Fimbulwinter started. We lost our friend Dag to their warrior Helgi. May they both sit at Odin Waytamer's side.
Did you need a letter delivered?
Yes, I do. There are not many people traversing the forest in the Fimbulwinter, and some of us have gotten it into our heads that Munavagir is somehow our enemy. So, I would like you to find your way through all the evil snow, talk to the oh-so-scary humans in Munavagir, and give this letter to the resident healer. Lip is his name.
Man, that's some great animation.
What can you tell me of the forest?
I have traveled through the woods a few times, but am not an expert. I find the whole Munavagir very beautiful.
Lithrasir has us go to the forest for her, so she can save us a good mead for when we get back. Cheers to that.
What can you tell me of the forest? I would like to...
Oh, believe me, we all do. Try...
If you want to buy Snorri, please go ahead and take him out of my tavern.
Yes, Lithrasir, I have missed you too.
I would like to...
If...
Yeah.
I would like...
If...
Yeah.
Please sell me a...
I stock some stamina potions brewed by Lif, the kind healer in Munavagir.
I would like to...
Oh, yeah.
Can I buy some...
Normally, I would sell you a full meal. But as we are short on...
Okay, well, I have no money.
I wish...
Be careful out there. Yonvadir is dangerous, and the winter is cold.
Maybe I should have played as a thief with magic. That might have been fun. Wait, what was this about now? I saw an owl. While riding a horse sounds great, riding the sign of a horse sounds significantly less great. I saw a bird fly into view. I'm curious of a couple things. One, if it's important. Number two, if I can hit it with my magic spell. As the sign over the door indicates, this is a provision merchant. As the sign on the door indicates, it has been closed for a while. Since you are neither a provision merchant nor are you closed for the winter, you don't see a point in carrying these signs with you. Near the center of Fornsigtuna, you find yourself on a street leading to the Jarl's castle. Sturdy houses built on heavy stone line both sides of the road. This house is closed by an old door of tattered wood. It looks like it could fall apart at any moment. Although the door looks flimsy and you find yourself entirely unable to budge it. You pull on the door but fail to get it open. Then, just to be sure, you try pushing it, but to no avail. Perhaps it's locked. If this is anything like Quest for Glory, there will be an open spell, which is just as good as lockpicking.
How can I help you?
What is Fornsigtuna like?
Fornsigtuna is the capital of this region and a powerful trade city between the forest and the vast seas. The walls were put up by Odin Greybeard himself and stand strong against all the wolves and trolls in the region.
What is Fornsigtuna? Please tell me about yourself.
I am a soldier of Fornsigtuna in the fealty of Jarl Ilfing.
Thank you for your...
Yo.
No, wait, I wasn't done.
How can I...
Thank you for...
Yo. How can...
What can I find in Yarnvadir?
There we go.
If it is tall tales you want, I suggest you visit the Sleipnir Inn around sunset.
Alright then.
What can...
If it...
What...
If...
Thank you.
Yo.
The heavy wooden gate bars the entrance to the castle. It looks too heavy for a single man to open and is balanced by an elaborate counterweight that makes this possible.
You have no business here, stranger.
Well then, I'll just bugger off, why don't I? One of Jarl Ilfling's guards stands nearby, neatly dressed in a uniform bearing the crest of Fornsigtuna. These parts of Fornsigtuna lie close to the Jarl's castle. The street leading to the southeast of the castle square leads deeper into the city. This part of the street is dominated by the smithy. Just in case it wasn't obvious from the anvil outside and the frequent clanging noises, the sign shows that this is where the blacksmith's workshop is. Hello. Many birds are native to Yarnvidr, and apparently still managed to find food despite the harsh winter. Yes, speaking of food. Oh, and it's gone. It appears that the blacksmith is away from his workshop and has locked it up. Can I go up there? Oh, nice. Hello, Boots. In a creative approach to architecture, you find the blacksmith's house is on top of his workshop. A wooden staircase leads to the front door, overlooking the streets of the city. Shame on you. These boots aren't yours. Do you really want to go steal other people's footwear? A wooden box stands near the door. It doesn't appear to be very interesting. It's just rectangular, wooden, and quite box-like. I wonder what that window was that just popped up. Maybe it's telling me how cold it is. Ah, yes, that's what it's saying.
Hello, Hero Lady.
What is sponsor?
It is the best city in the world. Strong. We are ruled by a good Jarl, and my father.
What do you think of Lithrasir?
Lithrasir is friends with my mother. She runs the tavern that is near the guild house, and I'm not supposed to go in. She often stares out the window. I think that it's because she's not married and she misses it. Maybe she can marry Snorri, because he is also not married.
He's not the marrying type.
And what about your mother?
My mother takes care of the Venturers Guild. She does not talk a lot, but she is really strong too.
Let us speak about...
Snorri is a warrior for Jarl Ulfin. He also looks after the city, and if we have a thief here, Snorri puts him in the dungeon. He tells great stories, and he gave me a wooden sword to practice with. And I call it Bloodgang, because the sword must have a name. Maybe soon he'll give me a real sword.
Good luck with your train.
Come back soon and tell me about your...
Alright. Well, I'm starting to freeze, so... maybe it's a good time to... oh, there's a new part. You find yourself in a secluded corner of Fornsigtuna, away from the bustle of the Jarl's castle. A carefully swept road leads between two somber houses next to the city walls. A tall wooden hunting spear leans, discarded against the crates. It appears to be crudely made, but serviceable. Judging by the snow on the top, nobody has cared about the spear for some time. You take the old spear leaning against the crate. It looks weathered, but usable. Now you're ready to do some hunting. This door appears to be barred from the other side. You can't see a way of opening it. This door appears... okay. Judged by its weathered bark, this tree has been here for quite a while. You feel around inside the hole, but find nothing but some moss and a twig. You feel disappointed by the hole in the tree. Well, that's accurate. I was hoping for more. Strength is up by 1. Okay, let's go inside. I'm freezing. So my stamina is at 0 and health is dropping. Can I touch her? You stick your hand towards her to shake hers, but she just looks at you for a moment and then turns away shyly.
What is it?
Are you?
No. Is that...
Can you...
We shall drop.
Alright, let's use up some magic.
Move forward to strike. You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies. Move diagonally away to dodge. Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you. You may learn special maneuvers later. Do not forget that you can run away from most enemies.
Ah, I'm losing health by doing
Move
that
forward
now.
to strike.
But I think I'm also gaining strength.
You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies.
All the
Move
same.
diagonally away to dodge. Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you. You may learn special.
That is
Okay.
enough training for now.
As you wish.
Oh, right. Yeah, I need to change that. Difficulty can be medium. Let's get the speed up a little bit. There we are. Lovely. Would you look at that? So, you know the magic dart spell at a skill of 14. It costs 1 mana. Cool. So that means we're probably 14% done with it. Actions, submenu. Map of the area. Equip a weapon. You don't have a different weapon to equip. You don't have a map yet. Well, I don't want to nap out just yet. I feel like it's a hunting weapon, not too effective for direct combat. Doesn't appear to be anything you can do with it now. Standard issue leather armor for protection. It weighs 25 mercur. Roots. These are edible roots, nourishing but not very tasty. You can carry 2 of these. Well, I guess it is time to go to sleep.
I shall leave you in peace.
So I have no money. I can't go drinking. Somebody gambled it all away. You find yourself a warm spot near the fireplace and fall asleep on the rug.
Is there anything you need, hero lady?
No, thank you. I'm just exhausted and need some sleep.
You can save our city tomorrow. I'm sure you will. Pleasant dreams.
Uh-oh. What malarkey is
I
this?
see you, troll. What are you doing here?
What? He has seen through our cunning hiding place.
Now we must kill him.
Is that so? My mighty sword can fell a tree in a single stroke. When I charge into battle, I kill 3 men with every cut of my blade, and 2 more with my heavy shield. I have fought a dragon, cut off its claws, and made it eat its own tail. I am Sigurd, son of Sigmund.
This guy's
and
gonna
I
die.
fear no troll.
He talks big for a human.
This shall be fun.
Know this, human. We punch those mountains with a swing of our fist.
We have wrestled with the great Jormungand and tied him in a knot.
We scare away kittens by smiling at them.
What was that?
I like it.
A mighty boast. Oh, yes.
I liked it.
You do not impress anyone by talking about puny kittens.
We can chase off small children!
Shut up! Now the human will laugh at us.
But we can still kill him!
Yes, for this is the human we seek.
The one who has the left eye!
The master shall be pleased with us again.
Are you going to talk to yourself all night?
Do not be impatient, puny human!
Kill him!
We shall kill you now, and take the left eye from your bleeding corpse.
Oh, yes!
I love this music. You wake up the next morning feeling refreshed but distraught about your vision-like dream about the troll. Aha, so it's morning now.
My lady, the Jarl Ilfing wishes to speak to you in his castle.
Many birds are native to Yart. Okay. Talk to the dog. The dog looks at you with a friendly gaze, but doesn't respond otherwise.
So you're the one the Jarl sent for. I would think that stopping the...
Have you been to Munarvigir?
The village of Munarvigir is under Jarl Ilfing's protectorate. It lies southeast of here. Surely someone with heroic aspirations could make it through Jarnvidr safely to get there. Give them my regards when you do.
Did you know Helgi?
Speak no ill of the dead. He is buried in our graveyard, close to Dag.
Did you know Helgi?
Speak
no.
What can you tell me about the city?
The shining star of Jarnvidr. Just look around you and admire its build and its history. Although it is getting short of food right now, you could surely use one of Thor Giant's...
Surely you have met... Surely you... What do you think?
Our beautiful Lithrasir takes good care of us in her town. Every man in town has his eyes on her. Well, except Volund, of course. But I've heard she has fallen in love with someone out of town. Do not make trouble in her inn, or everyone there would gladly break your nose for her.
Let us...
You should stay here with us, pretending to be a hero.
Just going to get you.
How can I help you?
You look a lot like the last guard I spoke to.
Are you saying all people from this country look alike to you? I find that rather insulting.
Please tell me about yourself.
No!
I am...
Why does the Jarl want to see me?
You're the only traveler who has passed here recently, and I'm told he is expecting you.
What can I find in Jarnvidr?
If it is tall tales you want, I suggest you visit the slide.
What can I find? What can I find? What is Jarl Ilfing like?
There we go.
He is a fair ruler. He has kept our fine city safe for several decades. Although his hair be gray, he can still best most of us in battle.
Thank you for...
You're welcome.
It is good to see you walking around again. Not many people can survive an avalanche like the one I found you in.
Tell me who you are.
I am Volund, son of Arkvith, blacksmith of Fornsigtuna, and proven warrior to the Jarl. I live in the northeast part of the city, with my wife Hervor and our son Jaime.
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsigtuna is the grandest city in this part of Midgard. It is the capital of Jarnvidr and the major trade destination on Lake Ganvik. There is a village southeast of here, which is under protection of our Jarl, even though the inhabitants do not wish to be.
What do you know about Hervor?
Beautiful Hervor and I are happily married, and we have our son Jaime growing up to be a fine warrior.
Wow.
How is your son doing?
I am very proud of Jaime. He is already shaping up to become a powerful warrior. It will not be long before he wields a true blade instead of a wooden one.
He practices every day.
Let us speak about Snorri.
Snorri is my brother-in-arms. We have proudly fought many battles together. He speaks like a bard, but do not let that fool you. He is a proven
he was a
warrior
thief.
thrice over, and a match for my brother Agalaz with the bow.
Yeah, I thought he would be a thief.
What do you think of Lithrasir?
Not the sheriff.
The Lady Lithrasir runs the local tavern, Sleipnir's Inn. She's a good friend of my wife.
Well, that was straightforward.
I want to thank you for saving me.
Think nothing of it. I would not have anyone freeze to death in the Fimbulwinter.
Where in the forest did you find me?
The woods of Yonvadir surround us in all directions. I found you northeast of here, partly buried under an avalanche. You are lucky that your bright cloak stood out against the snow. There were tracks of a troll nearby, so if you are missing anything, it is likely the trolls have it. You had best be careful when traveling. In the Fimbulwinter, there are fierce wolves and trolls about, and all of them hungry.
I would like to buy some of your wares.
Meet me in my workshop, and I shall show you my craft.
I would like to buy.
Meet.
No.
Let us speak.
May your blade always be keen.
Well, let's go see. Actually, wait. Yeah, let's go see the Jarl. You find yourself in the grand stone hallway of Jarl Ilfling's castle. Crafted from heavy stone, it has stood for ages before the city Fornsigtuna was built around. A large stone statue of a wolf adorns the hallway, showing the symbol of the Ilfling clan. Two crimson and gold banners proudly display the coat of arms of Fornsigtuna, a stately crown surrounded by stars.
How can I...
Thank you.
You're well... How can I...
Thank you.
You're well...
Okay, so all the guards are the same. A bright blue vase, made of some type of stone unknown to you, adorns the hallway. It is clearly imported from some foreign, faraway place. You take a peek inside the vase to see if there's any scepter hidden in there, but no such luck. The door appears to be barred from the other side. Oh, well, would you look at this?
Just some water. We keep basic supplies here for our guards, of course. There's nothing in there that a lady like yourself should concern herself with. Trust me.
Underneath the Jarl's castle, this large stone cellar is used as a barracks for the guards. Weapons line the wall, ready for the use, and rudimentary prison has been created in the north wall. Snorri is a jovial man, and this is where he works.
Looks scary, does it not? This is where we lock in troublemakers and rabble-rousers. The Jarl needs to keep order, you know.
Of course. Of course.
Interested in our tinderbox? Ah, you can take it for your mighty heroine. We have plenty.
Oh, neat. You take it with you, as Snorri suggested. Willpower up. What does willpower do? A small candle burns vehemently in an attempt to drive the gloom from this place. You see a bucket full of cold glop and a bowl to serve it in. This tasteless food is obviously meant for prisoners.
Just some water. Looks scary. Looks...
A heavy wooden desk stands near the wall. You suppose its drawers contain prisoner records, but in practice it seems mostly used as a footrest. You try to get Snorri's attention by waving at him until you decide that simply speaking to him would be more effective.
I cannot hear you from there. Come over and let me look at you.
You tell the desk that it really should have been made of mahogany, and not just any mahogany. Mahogany from the planet Milquire 7, where the trees are 300 feet tall and breathe fire.
So you're the one the Jarl sent for.
Okay. He has no new dialogue, but if I need to
speak later.
You should stay here.
If I need to speak to him alone, it looks like this is a decent place, or at least only around the guards. Let's go upstairs. Let's do some more tarrying. Ooh. A magical barrier blocks your entry into the room. It is vaguely translucent, but unmoving. You have stepped into a sorcerer's workroom. Strange spells surround you, and a vague whispering noise seems to flow through the books. Various alchemical contraptions line the table near the window. There are many shelves with complicated books dedicated to the arts of seed, that of which are beyond your comprehension. A strange-looking head adorns the fireplace. Rather than being severed from some unfortunate creature, it appears to have been wrought out of clay. Nothing but a nice big fire to ward off the winter cold. No wizard's workshop would be complete without a Subterra brand, trademark, spherical scrying device. This appears to be a historical document describing a young sorcerer with a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead who searches for a stone at a magical school. These books appear to be in a language which you are more familiar with. These shelves are filled with esoteric objects, either for study or for curiosity value. There is a skull, an hourglass with sand going upwards, a brain and alcohol, and other weird things. A telescope points out the window. Apparently, Auron Vandal is also a practicing astrologer. Or astronomer. The window looks out over the snowy streets of Fornsigtuna. You can see various footsteps and buildings all around you and can vaguely make out the city wall in the distance. Several ornate vases decorate the room. You aren't entirely sure whether they serve some mystical purpose or merely containers for water. On the shelf on the far wall is an ornamental dinner plate, as well as, predictably, more books. Oh, hello. You see a beautiful woman with a playful smile on her face, who manages to make a simple robe look like the height of fashion. Wait, what?
Welcome, traveler. We may be in an endless winter with our food supplies running out, but I still manage to keep my tavern open.
What can you tell? I would like to buy.
I'm sure you would, but you would have to come to the Sleipnir Inn when it is open.
What is she doing up here? Very curious. The double wooden door leads the way to Jarl Ilfling's chambers. They are built to impress and do a rather good job at it,
You may enter
too.
the audience room of Jarl Ilfing.
You step into the Jarl's austere, yet impressive throne room. The twin banners of Fornsigtuna and Clan Ilfling adorn the walls, flanked by fluttering torches. The Jarl sits on his throne, awaiting your presence, his symbolic key of office hanging proudly beside him.
In the name of Odin the Wise, we bid you welcome to Fornsigtuna. Arise, traveler.
Yes, my lord.
I am Ilfing, third of that name, Jarl of Fornsigtuna, and Warden of Jarnvidir. At my side is Orvandel, Sage of the Northern Lights and Keeper of the Rites.
At your service, which I hope is serviceable.
What is your name?
I am Britt, fierce warrior, whose blade strikes true. I am Britt, aspiring mystic and wielder of seed. I am Britt, cunning thief and stealer of money. I am Britt, and I wish to become a hero. I am an aspiring mystic.
I am an aspiring mystic and wielder of the seed.
It is always good to meet another initiate who is initiated in the mystical arts that I am meeting. I would be happy to discuss talking about our magical prowess later, which would make me happy.
Of late, Fornsictuna is troubled. The winter has been far longer and colder than normal, and the city is running out of food and supplies. The woods of Janvidir around us are becoming dangerous. Wolves, trolls, and undead are on the prowl, and there have been sightings of giants. The people are starting to call this the Fimbulvinter, which is prophesied to last until the world ends. However, we fear the cold may be magical in origin.
I have used my magic to seek out where the source of the winter is coming from. It appears that a powerful spellcaster seems to be behind this winter's origin. But this spellcaster is casting spells to shield himself from my seeking, which is why my seeking spell cannot find this shielded spellcaster.
Therefore, we decided to find an ally of courage and skill to investigate our problems, and to aid us against the trolls, ere we all freeze of winter. And so, we ask for your aid. When I heard of your arrival yesterday, I told my guards to send you here first thing in the morning. Will you accept this charge?
Yes.
Very good. I am told you are staying at the Adventurers Guildhouse. You may reside there for as long as you need. I shall have some rations delivered there, although the city has little food to spare. However, I do not think a true adventurer would have trouble finding food.
As a magical preparation, I have prepared a magic scroll with the magic of the Vatir's Blessing, which shall serve as a map of your travels and map them magically.
Thank you. Will this map also allow me to teleport to other places?
No, it is not that powerful. You are a traveling heroine, so you should expect to do some traveling, so you can do heroic deeds while you travel. However, the map will tell you where to go, so that you can go where the map tells you to. I would be interested to speak to you about magic later, and talk about that, as well as riddles, which are my hobby. My study is on the top floor of the castle, where we can discuss this later in my study.
That will be all. We wish you safe travels, and hope to speak to you later when you have something important to report.
Yes, my lord.
You now have a map, which will automatically show all the places you've been to. You can bring it up on the menu or press M as a shortcut. What? Arenvendel is a tall man in voluminous robes, with a white beard that must have taken ages to grow. He appears to be much older than the other citizens, and you suspect he may be using magic to keep himself alive longer.
I sense that you have grown in power, causing your magical powers to grow because of your growing understanding of magic. I am happy to see this growth. How may I be of assistance on this Thor's Day? Or can I otherwise help by assisting you?
Okay. I haven't had a complaint about this game thus far, but I feel like this guy's delivery, the voice actor's delivery, in voice choice, in the art, don't match the script that was provided to him. I'm getting an Erasmus feel from the writing style, where, oh, hello, yes, I should be quite silly with this one, shouldn't I? But this game takes a more serious tone, so either the script needs to change, or the voice actor and the art needs to change. I feel that the script should have changed, if he's supposed to be serious. If anything, if he needs to speak in riddles and still be mysterious, then the words could be changed. But he just seems like he's constantly repeating himself or saying the same thing twice. It's like he says it one time and then he says it another. Like I just did. Only complaint so far. But the game was free, so it's really hard to complain.
What is Fonsigtuna like?
Fonsigtuna is the city that we live in, which is called Fonsigtuna. It contains numerous houses in which people live, as well as the castle where the Jarl of Fornsictuna lives. The Jarl who lives in the castle is named Ilfing, and I am in the service of Jarl Ilfing of Fornsictuna. Jarl Ilfing is the Jarl of this city, and is a descendant of the clan Ilfing, who have traditionally ruled Fornsictuna as its Jarl. There are numerous people in this city about which I could spread gossip, but since doing so would be spreading gossip, I choose not to share information with you about the numerous people in this city, lest I become known as a gossip.
Perfect example.
I read that you are in need of herbs.
Being a somewhat skilled alchemist, I employ my alchemy to brew potions to restore my magical power, or mana. These potions are known as mana potions, and are both potable and potent. However, I find I am lacking a particular ingredient, which I currently lack, and which is a necessary ingredient for my potable potions of magical mana. This ingredient is known as Artemisia vulgaris, or more commonly known as mugwort. If you know this ingredient, please locate me a suitable supply, so that I can use this to supply my alchemy with ingredients.
What can I find in Yarnvadir?
Since Fornsictuna lies within a forest, the city is surrounded by a forest. You cannot usually see this forest because there are trees that get in the way of your view of the forest. The forest is known as Yarnvadir, or the Iron Wood. This name is a contradiction since wood is not made of iron, which it contradicts. Or perhaps whoever named this forest simply likes to play golf in the forest. If you would know details of the forest called Yarnvadir, which is the forest in which Fornsictuna is located, then please ask me details about this forest.
Forest! Gump.
What do you know about trolls?
Most well known of the trolls is Thrivoldi, who is a two-headed troll who roams the forest with his two heads. It is said that one head is named Thri, and the other of his two heads is named Voldi, although this would lead to a quarrel between the two heads of the troll regarding which head should claim which part of the name Thrivoldi. It is said that Thrivoldi is in the service of Egther, a frost giant who is the master of the two-headed troll.
Please tell me about yourself.
I am Orvindel, Sage of the Northern Lights and Keeper of the Rites, and occasionally Keeper of the Northern Lights and Sage of the Rites, but only on occasion. Aside from keeping rites, I use my sage advice to advise Jarl Ilfing about ritual matters, and when it matters to be sagacious, I aim to do the right thing.
I am curious what magic you have for sale.
You should come to the upper floor of the castle and visit me in my chambers in the castle upstairs, which is a more fitting place to discuss this discussion.
I am curious what magic you have for sale. You told me riddles are your hobby.
Indeed, I told you that my hobby is riddles, for riddles are indeed my hobby. Let us play the game of riddles, which is a game in which since I am looking for a challenge, you will need to travel to find more riddles to challenge me with. If your challenge is a riddle for which I have no answer, I shall instead answer you with a reward for your riddling. So, you're playing the ancient game of riddles, which is a set of ancient riddles played as a game. Since these are ancient, you are not allowed to make up your own answer. You must learn the ancient answer from someone who knows the game of old. My riddle for you, which I will give to you now, is the following. What can be broken, but keeps working if it is?
I have no answer for you.
Then you must seek out the answer by searching for it until you have sought well and know the answer.
I feel like fast talk is going to be good on him.
I wish you good health.
Best of luck in your travels, sorceress. Although you do not need luck while traveling, because as a sorceress, you will have sorcery at your disposal during your travels. Good day to you, traveler, and I hope the day is good to you. How may I be of assistance?
I am curious what magic you have for...
Since you asked me what I sell, I could sell you a magic potion or two, which are potions that I have created through magic. If you have the talent, I can also sell you a spell of shadow and a spell of flame, but these require the talent of magic to use. And since you are a practitioner of the arts, there is an artful game that I could show you about the arts that would help you practition them.
Uh-huh. I really don't like this guy's speaking. I don't like the cadence.
I am interested in the flame spell.
The flame aura spell will create an aura of flame around you. This aura is primarily useful in combat, as the flames of the aura will repel or even hurt an enemy trying to wound you through the aura. In addition, this aura of fire can set things on fire, and its display of fire looks great at parties. Since this is a warrior town that is run by warriors, I am happy to meet a fellow spellcaster who is not a warrior, but who casts spells instead of warrioring. Therefore, I shall give you this spell to cast for free.
Yay!
I would like a healing potion.
The sorceress advisor to Jarl Ylfing, our Jarl. My sorcery extends to battle magic and divination, yet I am not a sorcerer who heals people. I do not manufacture healing draught with my sorcery.
Okay, I can deal with that.
Tell me about the shadow spell.
Sneak.
Never fear if you need to escape from some creature that you are afraid of. The shadow spell creates an illusory duplicate of you, and compels the creature that you fear to focus its attention on the illusion rather than on you, enabling you to escape from its fearful presence.
So I have no money, and that's fine.
Show me this game of yours.
Very well. It is well that you want to see this game, and I would like to see if you play the game well.
Okay. Let's see the help.
Behold, the challenge of the magical maze game, which is a maze that challenges your magic if you are game. You shall have as much thinking time as you need, which time you need to use to think about the puzzle. Each turn you may cast one spell, or cast no spell and proceed to the next step, by pushing the button labeled Step. The Valkyrie figure will take one step, or turn aside if she cannot step forward. Your goal is to lead the Valkyrie figure to the exit, which is the sparkling stars, where she can exit. But she can be killed if she steps into fire, which you are limited in how many spells you can use, and can only use spells that you know. You will have to experiment with what the spells you know will do in this game, you know. For example, the first puzzle lets you use the Flame Aura spell to place flames right in front of the Valkyrie. This will make her turn sideways to avoid the flames.
Well, where's the Valkyrie? So if that's the exit... Oh, I get you. So now she turns, and I step, and then I do that. Flame aura went up. Nice, nice. We're going to do another flame aura, and then step, step, flame aura, step, step, step.
This puzzle was for properly warming up, and it ensures that you are now warm, and up for the other puzzles, which would have been quite puzzling without warming up properly. This next test, which is coming up next to test you, requires the Sixth Sense spell and the Bless spell to be a good test for you to take next. The Sixth Sense spell will make the Valkyrie sensibly turn in the other direction when hitting a wall until you cast it again. use the Bless spell to raise or lower blessed barriers.
Since you don't know the required spells yet, you'll have to come back and take this at a later time.
I sense that you have grown in power, causing your... Since you...
Please sell me a stamina potion.
As long as you still have the stamina to drink this potion, the potion that you just drank will replenish your stamina, so that you can drink yet another potion.
Oh my god.
I need something to keep me warm.
Certainly. I have this magical device that will magically keep you warm if you place the device magically around your neck. It is made from real wool, very magical.
You mean a scarf?
Well, actually it is a scarf, and it will keep you warm as a scarf. Which
Well,
is
actually, it
almost
is
like
a
magic,
scarf,
except that
and it will
instead
keep
of
you
using
very
magic,
warm as a scarf
you can
would,
use a
which is
scarf.
almost magical, except instead of using magic, it just magically works. And that's how I would have said it. Just, you know, the first shot at it.
Can you give me an empty flask?
Give. I said give.
I wish you...
Best of luck in your travels.
Oh my god. That voice actor is shit. Give me 1 second. I need to use the banjo. Yeah, at 8:30. In about 40 minutes, I gotta stop. Or rather, I should stop. And I really need to. I have a show going on tomorrow out of town at a mansion, and I need to be on point. I've been practicing, so missing a night would not be a big deal, but it's not just about nailing the show, it's about being true to my craft. What is this? On the wall is a very detailed and lifelike painting of a tree, its roots and branches stretching in all directions. The word Yggdrasil is elegantly carved into the frame. You can almost see the leaves wave around in the picture. Oddly, the painting is smooth and cool to the touch, as if it were made of some kind of glass. Can I touch him? You feel as if you should be respectful to the old sage, lest he turns you into a chicken. In fact, you spot several notches in his staff already, and you don't want to find out what they're for. So, come back. Bound to happen. Clicking outside of this little window. A mysterious glow seems to come from somewhere to the west. You feel drawn to it as if by magic or perhaps fate. Fast talk is up to 14. Magic is up to 18. Got a new spell, and I'm going to assume willpower has to do with magic. They really cut out a lot of the stats and abilities, and I mean, I feel like that's fine. It's a magical map that draws itself as you travel around. It's of negligible weight. Letter. The Lithrazir's letter to live in Munan is of negligible weight. Tinderbox, a standard kit with tools for starting a fire. It weighs 1 mercury. Oh, cool. Your equipment weight. It weighs 41 mercury. Your maximum load is 56. Wow. Just keeps going up. Which is good. And I can't look at myself. How lame. So, head west. Wow, it's way colder over there, it looks like. You seem to have found the source of the mysterious glow, but what is it? You missed, and it flew away. Oh, so I can kill it. Endurance up one.
Enter.
Whoa! Who are you?
Be welcome.
Oh my god! No more!
We were expecting you.
Hey, she's hot.
Mortal woman.
Of mortal born.
What do you call yourself?
I am Britt, mighty shield maiden, and slayer of giants. I am Britt, Vala initiate and wielder of seed. I am Britt, legendary trickster and skald of 100 songs. I am Britt, aspirant heroine.
I am a mighty shield maiden.
No,
and
I'm
slayer of
not!
Giants. Boastful words.
Shall you live up to them?
Fate will know.
O'er people's dwellings, we three descend of Magdosir's maidens.
Laws we made there, and life allotted to the sons of man, and set their fates.
While Bralan's towns were trembling all, there the golden threads of fate we wove, and in the moon's hall fast we made them. We are the Norns. I am Earth, who sees the past.
I am Verthandi, who watches the present.
I know this story.
I am Skuld, who guards the future.
Yeah, the Christmas story.
Speak now, mortal.
Talk, you, who seeks heroism.
Ask, and glimpse your fate. Why have I been called here? You have the makings of a heroine, and with time, you may prove yourself worthy of that title.
Already you have seen a vision of a man imperiled. More shall follow, so that you can come to their aid.
It was such a vision that led you here, where fate needs you. The sorcerer Aruvandel was but a focus.
Who will win the 2013 Olympics?
Do not mock us, little mortal.
The fate of the 9 worlds hangs in the balance.
However, the Dutch will win 3 gold medals.
Well, that sounds like just lies.
What endangers this realm?
Ages ago, the gods of Asgard, led by Odin Thunderer, fought the Frost Giants and drove them off to Jotunheim.
Many of the giants made peace with the Aesir gods and accepted their defeat. Others sharpen their axes and seek revenge.
One of their number traveled to Asgard in peace, and became friend of Thor the Terrible and blood brother to Odin One-Eye. His name was Loki the Crafty.
But Loki Laufeyson was a trickster and played his pranks recklessly. He cut off the golden hair of Thor's wife Sif and had the goddess Idun kidnapped by the giant Thiassi.
When Loki's machinations caused the death of Odin's son, Baldur, the wise Odin was enraged. He took Loki, forger of evil, to the darkest depths of Svartalfheim and bound him there for the ages.
And there he lies still, bound by the entrails of his son, endlessly tortured by a venomous snake. The wrath of Odin the Hooded is a terrible thing.
But other giants still roam the worlds who have sworn revenge on the gods. One of them lives in the woods of Jarnvadir.
His name is Ecthir the Jotun. He has caused the great Fimbulwinter that ravages the land. He seeks to free Loki the Bound, and requires the eyes of Thiassi to do so.
Should Ecthir succeed, then Loki Wolfsfather shall lead the giants into direct war with the gods, which can only have one outcome.
Ragnarok.
Oh, I do
Twilight
like rock and roll.
of the gods.
The end of the world.
Who will win the
Oh.
How?
Where lies my fate?
As a sorceress, you walk the path of Odin, god of runes. Through your wisdom and the magic of the seed, you can always prevail.
Your journeys will take you to the village of Munavigir, and from there to other worlds, until you return to Jarnvadir to duel Ecthir in the arcane arts.
Seek out all secrets, and eventually even the Aesir shall ask your advice. Fail, and your soul shall be cast to the endless mists of Niflheim.
No pressure.
Who will win?
No, stop it.
I thank you, O Norns.
Safe travels, mighty shield maiden.
Seek out the Valkyrie Brynhild for advice. She lies bound in Jarnvadir.
We shall meet again.
2, 3. Hey, wait. You find yourself outside in the cold, looking behind you. You see a house that has been disused for years, and its front door bricked up. You wonder if your encounter with the Norns was real at all. The door to the house has been closed solid with well-laid bricks, and there's clearly no way to enter. A cute snowman lightens up the otherwise drab and quiet corner of Fornsigtuna. You wave at the snowman, and it may just be a trick of the wind, but you think that one of its arms waved back at you. One second. Yes, in about... in just over 2 hours. Ah! Come back. Alright, let's check this. Now that nobody's here. That's so cool that they have daily schedules. You've heard of people entertaining a table with lively conversation, but this is ridiculous.
Welcome to my tavern.
What can you tell me about the city?
Lots of things, if you want to hear them. Being a barkeep means you hear.
What is Jarl Ilfing like?
What can I say? He keeps the city safe. I do not speak to him much. He prefers his own castle to my little tavern here.
All right, all right, all right, all
Do you
right.
know the wizard Arvindale?
No, I have never heard of the city's wizard.
Oh, shut
the
up. I saw you up there hanging out with
to
him.
our Yao, who frequents my tavern for its drinks. No, indeed.
What a bitch.
I wish you'd be careful out there. Yonvadir is dangerous, and the winter is cold.
And by the way, I really do like all the cold-themed games that are coming out lately, like Frostpunk. Wait. We're gonna do this. Ah, it's your spy. You feel you need to get some more practice to get your aim straight. Okay, I feel like I might be rested enough to go out and visit the world. Can I go up? Nope. Can't. I really wish this could be full screen. Maybe there's a way for it. I'll have to read up on it later on. We grab the magic dart and click. It looks like I'm getting cold. You see no end to all the trees around you. So to go back home, I need to keep heading north and west. Well, hello. Two things. First of all, first things first. Birds things first. Ah! Damn it! Oh, that's so cool. It has a reflection. You have better things to do than carefully analyzing every stone you see. In the middle of the forest, a shallow cave leads to the hillside. You can vaguely make out a dismal stench coming from the inside. This place looks rather unappealing. A heap of bones lies discarded near the cave entrance. They appear to have been chewed on by something with big teeth. The whole area feels like a place of death. Oh look, there's a hole in the tree. Undoubtedly there'll be a gold necklace inside or perhaps a big diamond. And searching inside the hole you find a bunch of acorns. Clearly a squirrel has been saving them for winter, and since you don't eat acorns, you leave them alone. Well, I don't want to go in here because it looks dangerous, but oh god, it might be warm. You see a poor adventurer who didn't quite make it. It looks like the resident troll is saving him for a snack. The huge troll lies huddled away in the darkest part of the cave, snoring loudly. You think it best not to wake him up. You are so exhausted that it hurts to move. Yuck. That's disgusting. While you would love to check what useful trinkets a fellow adventurer has in his pockets, the troll who lives here has long since taken everything of value. Not calling lies to that. Hey, that's your bag, and that's the one that was missing when you woke up in Fortuna. It lies against the arm of a sleeping troll. While he's lying like this, you doubt you could get it without waking him up. Well, we found where Thrivaldi stays, and we need to go warm up. I guess we'll just head back to the city, rest, and then come out and try and hunt some more. What's the harm in trying over here? What? The forest gives way to a rocky, snow-covered mountain, steep enough to block passage to anyone save the birds. An old gnarled tree stands proudly between these rocks, looking older than the mountains themselves. Embedded in the trunk of the tree is a brightly gleaming sword with a majestic rune-engraved hilt. It is stuck. I must not be strong enough for this. You missed, and it flew away. Well, let's... You know the Flame Aura spell at a skill of 9. Okay, well, that warmed me up. Oh, it did not. And I'm still losing health from walking around. So I guess it's time to go rest. Unless I want to fight a creature. Waiting for a creature fight. Well done. You got it. That's all that's left of it. Do you feel proud of yourself now? Unfortunately, a creature is too small to leave anything edible for you. I mean, yeah. Let's go over to the left, and then we're going to rest and get our strength back up. Foreign Sigtuna.
What is it?
Please tell me a riddle.
This is my riddle. What can be caught but cannot be thrown? What is your answer?
I have no answer for
you. A cold?
Very well.
A cold? I'm just guessing.
What can you tell me of the forest?
There are raiders and vargs by day, trolls and undead by night. Avoid the trolls. Of what would you hear?
Why is there a sword in the tree?
The sword, Bauman. Ask my husband.
I bid you.
Stars guide your path.
All right, willpower at 35. And we are back in shape again. Okay. Magic went up to 21. I'm imagining these things cap out at 100. I can already tell you right now, I really hope that they make sequels to this game. And I will pay for them. Even with that one voice actor and the fact that I can't freaking full screen this game. Me first.
Welcome to my smithy, traveler. 'Tis good to see you have recovered to fight once more. These are troubled times for Fornsituna, with trolls and worse on the loose, and a harsh winter that has lasted longer than it should.
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsituna is the grandest city in this part of Midgard. It is the capital of Janvidir and the major trade destination on Lake Ganvik. There is a village southeast of here, which is under protection of our Jarl, even though the inhabitants do not wish to be.
What is Jarl Ilfing like?
I am sworn vassal to Jarl Ilfing, the brave and noble ruler of Fornsituna. We shall not gossip about him without him present.
Do you know the wizard Orvindel?
Our resident wizard is the Jarl's chief advisor. He is skilled enough, but but I do not care for his roundabout language, so I know little of him.
He always repeats himself. I mean, he says the same thing twice and repeating twice what he already said.
Yup.
I would like to buy some of your wares.
No.
I craft the finest weapons and armor in...
I bet she wants a big weapon. The best heroes always have the biggest swords, and sharp ones too.
I will buy this pick from you. Tree mail. Close combat. Throwing daggers.
Where in the forest did you find me? Where in the forest?
That's not what I'm asking.
Tell me about Balmung.
There you go.
Years ago, I crafted my masterpiece, the sword Balmung. Its edge is second only to the spear of Odin, bringer of victory. And the heat of the forge burns ever in its blade, yet only the pure of heart may wield it. This shall be my legacy in Midgard. I have thrust it into a tree where it shall remain until a worthy soul pulls it out. I hope this honor shall be Jaime's.
I would love...
I bet...
No, I don't.
Let us speak.
May your...
You get a warm response from the dancing flames.
Hello, hero lady. Do you have some good stories for me?
What is Fonsiktuna like?
It is the best city in the world. The strong walls here can stand against any troll. Well, you and I can climb over it.
Wait, we already talked about that.
We're ruled by a good Jarl, and my father is his smith and supplier. Is that not great?
Well said.
What do you think of...
Jarl Ilfing is the boss of our city. He is a very strong warrior, and my father works for him to make weapons. He lives in the big castle in the north of Fonsiktuna.
Do you know the wizard Orvindel?
Orvindel is a powerful wizard. He can make storms come and turn people into toads and chickens. Being a wizard is really fun, but you can only be a wizard if there's an owl in your house, and then a warthog takes you away to a strange castle, and I would miss mother and father. So I will become a fighter instead.
Well
Is
said.
that a wooden sword?
Yeah,
Let us speak of the...
it is a farce around Fonsiktuna.
Why is there a sword in the tree?
My father made a very powerful sword, the best sword ever, and he stuck it in a tree. It will burst into flame when drawn out. He tells me it was made after Leviathan, the big flaming sword that Loki the Lysmith gave to Surtur the Black. Surtur is the king of the Muspel, who are giant and on fire. And the only thing that can stop Leviathan is the wood of the world tree Yggdrasil. It will burn all of Midgard otherwise, so that is why my father stuck the flaming sword in a tree. I think this sword might be for me. But then I have to train very hard with my wooden sword first. Do not tell anyone, but sometimes I climb over the city wall to go look at it. It is a very good sword.
Good luck.
Come.
A wave of heat washes over you as you step into Volan's smithy. The master craftsman has been working hard to keep Fonsiktuna supplied with much needed weaponry and tools throughout the harsh winter. The whole family's here. Hello. It's so cool that they walk around the city. Alright, let's save. Alrighty. I really don't want to quit. I'm having fun with this. You see a forlorn Viking warrior hoping to get a meal or some gold from your corpse. It's fitting for a Viking to die in combat, but you are hoping for more. Righty. No. And I missed. Maybe I need to do more training. No. Just kind of walking around trying to find a fight. I want to get some combat in. Who knows what the flame aura does? You find yourself on a clearing where the forest gives way to a rough rock outcropping. Trees surround you in all directions, and a patch of azure flowers catch your eye. You fail to get a good grip on the icy rock wall. Can I rest here? Yes, but now I'm freezing. And I'm dead. Oh boy. Well, I want to... I want to keep going, but I gotta stop soon. Hilarious people want me to join them in Friday the 13th, but I can't. And there goes the critter. Swing and a miss. Whoa! Now would not be a suitable time for saving the game. All right. Hey. Oh, yes, I killed a Varg. It's dead, and upon a closer investigation, it appears to be extremely dead. You consider making... Oh, no. Predictably, the Varg wasn't carrying anything. However, with the right tools, you may be able to get something useful from its body. There is nothing useful to do here with the spear. Well, we killed something. And we need 2. Cool. So, I'm gonna have to stop here. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you, hopefully later tonight, in the next video.